Hello. Today is all about acceptance and how acceptance can free your mind, help with anxiety and low mood, and make you feel more content. Sounds great. And it can be done. Millie has joined me for this one, so please excuse her purring. So, acceptance. In acceptance, we're going to look at acceptance of our past, our present, and our future, so that we can stop worrying about what the future might hold. We're also going to look at acceptance of others, of ourselves, and any comparisons that we might make, which also causes discontent, such as comparing to someone who has more money, for example, or better life as we see it. All unhelpful things, all going to lead to discontent. Acceptance frees the mind. It frees up space in the mind for you to be able to enjoy your life more, to have more energy for things that you do like. Acceptance helps you to learn from any mistakes. It helps you to see things from another point of view. First of all, let's think about accepting our past. Do you accept your past? Do you accept everything that's happened in it? Think about a few things that you haven't dealt with, that are still hanging over you, that may still be triggered or come up in your mind from time to time in a negative way. It helps to talk about past events, and it also can help to write them down and work through them. If you think you can overcome some events from your past, then I would encourage you to try with everything you have in you. It's really worthwhile doing. Have a think about these things. Who was involved with what happened? How did you feel at the time? How do you feel about it now? And what happened? Think about one thing, the first thing that pops into your mind. Pause the video and make some notes. So now you have an event from the past in mind. Ask yourself the question, is there something I can do about what happened now? Is there something I can do about how I feel about that event now? If the answer is yes, then go forth and do whatever that is. If the answer is no, there is nothing I can do about it now, then the only thing to do is to let it go and accept it. It is very freeing. Just a note here that these are ideas for life. A lot of the ideas in this program are for life, but acceptance is something that sometimes we have to utilise on a daily basis. There are always even the smallest events that happen that we have to accept. They may be small annoyances, or they may be things that we just don't agree with happening in the world, for example. I use them all of the time. They help to free my mind. So, next, let's look at comparisons to others and accepting our differences. I had a client come to me who had grown up with various adversities. His friends he seemed to feel better off than him. So monetary wise or parental wise, the care and love that they were given, and that they had more opportunities than him. So I asked him, are they happier than you? And he said, no. I then asked him if they are doing better in their job than him. He said, no. I asked him, because I knew these things in our assessment he had already done. So he had a good job. He was content in a relationship, and he was saving money for a home. So I asked him, are they, about to buy their own house? He thought through and he said, no, they'll live at home with the parents. So basically, although they were given opportunities, they weren't taking them up. He was happier, had a better job, he was in a good relationship, and he was going to buy his new home, his first home, very soon. And once he looked at it from that different point of view, he was able to accept that it's not about the opportunities people were given. It's about looking at his own strengths that got him this far by himself. And a long way he'd got as well. So it's not all about the outcome being that we've done better than others that we've compared to, but simply that we can accept where we are at with our own efforts compared to others if we are comparing. Comparing can be useful, but very often we are better off looking at actually what we are doing for ourselves. Think about our lives, because comparisons can cause discontent. So next is just about accepting our present. Simple really in its form, but next time you get wound up about something in the present moment, be it something on the TV, something a family member's done, someone in the street, some news that you've heard. And I've talked about it in a previous session, but think about, is this going to affect me? Am I going to feel this way tomorrow, next week, next month, next year? Because if you're not, then why give it your energy now? Those things we can let go of very easily if we do it right in the moment, as soon as possible. Accepting the future. When we are concerned with what's going to happen in the future, we're usually worrying, which is not a nice feeling. Things can play over and over in our minds as to what might happen. Sometimes this can be the worst case scenario, the catastrophizing of the future, which is very negative and can cause anxiety and low mood. What we can do is prepare. So if we're worrying about something and we're thinking about the worst case scenario, first of all, what are the chances of that worst case scenario happening? And if it did, are we prepared for it? Preparation is key, surely, because if we're prepared for anything, and I don't mean prepared for every worry in the world, but if we feel something could happen, then we're prepared for it. That already brings our anxieties down. But even better than that, instead of having a worry and needing to bring that worry down, what if we let the future just be? So we've got one extreme of letting life happen, and the other where we fully prepare for everything. So what's in the middle of that? It's being prepared for possibilities, but prepared in a good way, not just to calm our concerns down, just being prepared, carving out a future that we want and heading towards it, which again is where those check-ins with ourselves are really important, to make sure we're on track with what we want from life. I am enough. Are you able to say those words honestly to yourself and about yourself? Being enough is about being content with who you are, with your abilities, your strengths, and also your limitations. So I'm enough could be around, I'm enough at work, I'm enough for me, I'm enough as a husband, I'm enough as a daughter, I'm enough as a friend. Can you say those words honestly to yourself? Most clients that come to me in the beginning struggle to say those words. But they're really important. It's about how you feel about yourself. And in essence, it's about accepting yourself for who you are, what you've got to offer others and yourself, and any limitations that you have. I'm enough means that I do my best. And that's all we can do, right? Our best. So that's about accepting self. I'd like you to think about that after the session ends, because that's something to work on for life. I am enough. And as much as we want to accept ourselves for who we are, our strengths and our limitations, we also want to look at, how do I accept others? Do I feel they are enough? Or do I think they should, that word again, do more or be a different way? So it's really important to try your best to accept others around you for who they are, for their strengths and for their limitations. So I hope this session has been useful for you. They are ideas for life, as I mentioned before, and they've worked for me, and I really hope that they will work just as well for you. So bye for now, take care, and see you in the next session.